I see little of more importance to the future of our country and of civilization than the full recognition of the place of the artist. If art is to nourish the roots of our culture, society must set the artist free to follow his vision wherever it takes him. John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy was president during a time of war and missile crisis, and yet he still saw little of more importance than setting the artist free, including the music artist. If you are a current public school student or attended public school in the past, the chances are you have been involved in some kind of music course. Now, at the time, you may not have realized, but that music course gave you certain benefits that help you throughout school and in later life. But today, some schools are cutting or no longer offer these music programs. I believe this is truly detrimental to our society. As a musician, I've seen firsthand the benefits of music education. But there are some underlying benefits that I had no idea of until I conducted my research. We should take action and step towards making music education mandatory in public schools. Today I will be covering the benefits of music education that call for mandatory classes. Music education promotes increased achievement in other aspects of education, it benefits the brain, and finally promotes a successful career. For the most part, when we think about the benefits of music education, we think of how music education promotes achievement in other aspects of education. However, these benefits should not be overlooked because of the abundance of information, but instead be a constant and abundant reminder of why music education should in fact be mandatory. The benefits that music education offers to math and English have shown to be consistently evident throughout studies. According to the article Harris Poll Links Music Education to Higher Income from the National Association for Music Education, students in top quality music programs scored 22% higher on English and 20% higher on math standardized tests mandated by the No Child Left Behind Act. Now, these are not just small coincidences. These are significant numbers here. There is clearly a high correlation between being involved in music education and achievement in other aspects of education, specifically math and English. Coupled with greater achievement in English and math, music education also promotes achievement in the sciences. As I looked to the research of Peggy Hill, a writer for the Midland Chemist, I found that almost every single one of the past winners in the prestigious Simmons-Westinghouse House competition in math, science, and technology played at least one instrument. This is incredible and evident proof that there's a strong relationship between not only being proficient in the sciences, but excelling in them, and playing a musical instrument. Now, being a prestigious award, only the best of the best received it. More important to my own research, this best of the best played a musical instrument. Just as music education has contributed to achievement in science, science has contributed to my support for explaining why we should fight to make music education mandatory in public schools. Music education benefits the brain in ways that students can greatly gain advantages from. As I looked at the 11 facts about music education provided from DoSomething.org, I found that when one studies music, their brain is trained to focus on and understand speech in noisy backgrounds. Though this benefit is useful to a standard person in everyday life, it is even more useful to someone like a student who's in school with a learning disability such as dyslexia, which causes a student to lose focus with more noise. And ultimately, music education can help this student partially overcome this disability. Going more into the depth in the field of neurology, studies have shown that music education increases the brain's capacity. In the article The Music in Our Minds by Norman Weinberger, it states, making music actively engages the brain synapses, and there's good reason to believe that it increases the brain's capacity by increasing the strength of connection among neurons. So while students are in class making music, their neuron connections are being strengthened in the brain, and as Weinberger stated, increasing their brain capacity. This capacity can be used to learn numerous things, such as something academic, a life skill, or a life lesson. Though benefits of mandatory music education, such as those to the brain and academics, are gained during the period of time which an individual is in school, music education promotes a successful career, which will help with someone's post-school life. As I looked to support tmf.org, I found the article Benefits of Music Education to Math, Reading, Language, and Spatial Intelligence. In it, it states music study develops skills necessary in the workplace. It focuses on doing as opposed to observing, and teaches students how to perform literally anywhere in the world. Employers are looking for multidimensional workers with this sort of flexible and supple intellects that music education helps, created as described above. I believe that this highlights that music education promotes a strong sense of action that an individual will take upon their work. This benefit, while good to have as a character trait, also is highly valued by an employer. Employers look to pick someone who they know they can trust to get their work done, and in return, be ready to do more work. Just as important to an employer is an employee's ability to push through their workload when the going gets tough. In the article, Music Matters, How Music Education Helps Students Learn, Achieve, and Succeed, it shows that this trait of perseverance is gained through music education. And within perseverance are motivation, persistence, and commitment. It also goes on to say that perseverance is a trait of a creative individual. When an employer recognizes these traits in an individual, they will feel reassured that when the employee is most needed, they will pull through. Also, when there is a problem within the business, the individual will have the characteristics and the skills to come up with a creative solution due to the benefits that they gain through music education. Now, after we have discussed the benefits that music education offers, I hope that there is something inside of you that believes that it is obvious that we need to make music education mandatory in public schools. Music education promotes increased achievement in other aspects of education, benefits the brain, and finally, promotes a successful career. These benefits are ones that our students, both present and future, simply cannot miss out on. And as JFK would agree, it is important to the future of our whole entire country. So I ask you, if you see the opportunity to voice your opinion on music education, please take this opportunity. Whether you write to a school that no longer offers a music program or is cutting a music program, writing to Congress to pass a law that makes music education mandatory in public schools, or something simple like donating money to your local Music Boosters Club, your voice will be heard by others, encouraging this much needed and very beneficial change. Thank you for listening.